Who's up on here want to talk to your girl? Who's up on here want to talk to your girl? They can hear me. There you go. Hey, guys. Who's that? Is that me? Let me go let people in. Camellia. Okay, I can't look at the comments, and so. There you go. Hey, guys.
Okay.
Camellia. What it do?
Jackie.
Camellia. How you been?
What, Jackie? How you been? How you been?
I've been good, Miss Herringbone. We bringing back 1997.
Girl, look, you just say, I love old shit, okay? You know it. I had a little rope that I was going to put on with it, but I was like, it's too much. It's too much.
I love old school jewelry. When I tell you, when he opened up the box, my first thought was, dude. And then I was like, all right, this is cute.
It's cute. Like, what you get, an anklet? Didn't you get like ankle bracelet or something?
No, bracelet's right here. Too small, but he meant well, and I would have it on all the time, and he's proud to see me wearing it. He's like a teenager.
Girl, listen, when I was in high school, my high school boyfriend bought me a herringbone anklet, and it was like this thing, girl. I wore that thing to the ground. I was like, I'm gonna put my herringbone anklet on.
You know what's funny? Herringbones are very fragile. So, and I remember when I had them back in the day, if you didn't spend good money to get a thick one, it'd be bent up and all in a ball. And this one has been holding tough. So
you know why I got the herringbone too? Jesse Williams be wearing his herringbone on Instagram.
He went old school chains all the time.
Girl, I love Jesse Williams, okay?
I have a different, I like him, but not in an appropriate way. Ty Davis, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can y'all?
I can.
Ty? You know, Ty, I never met Ty.
What?
Hey, so nice to finally virtually meet you.
You never met Camellia before? What?
No. The pandemic won't let me be great.
Can't hear you, Camellia.
Hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on.
I hear you now.
Ty, are you on the East Coast?
Yes.
That's why. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I never met Ty. So before, once we shut down, I wasn't going nowhere. I wouldn't meet nobody.
I met Ty here. I met Ty on Zooming with the homies. And that's how but I feel like I know her because we've done Zooming 1,000 times. There'd be Clubhouse and just overall agreeing on the same bullshit on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
How y'all been doing? How are y'all emotionally and mentally? How are we feeling?
But I'm good. I'm still in therapy on Tuesdays.
I love how she announces that every time we get on here. She
hold up, my therapy is on Tuesdays.
Listen, you got to get it in. Every day I be logging in. I be waiting at the computer. Like,
they be chasing me down. They be like, "Are you logging on? Are you there?" I be like, "Yes, bitch, I'm coming." God damn it!
Girl, I be in the waiting room. I be like,
"Well, see,
I got issues. I need to discuss them."
Look, I do mine's on the computer phone on the iPad. So I be sitting there like, "She gonna let me in? Is she gonna let me in?"
I actually found I changed one. I had one via Talkspace, and it was a Black lady, and she was very nice, very cool. My only critique with her is that it felt too much like a girlfriend. It didn't feel like doctor patient. It felt like girl, and that should be a good thing. But I needed more of a doctory, and girl. I need a mixture of girl and doctor. I can't have too much of one, too much of the other.
But Jackie, anybody that hangs out with you, even if y'all not hanging out, but y'all interacting, it's gonna become that. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless she like an old white lady who is just old. You feel me? Like, but otherwise, you got that personality where eventually it's gonna become like, hey, like it's just gonna be that way. At least that's how I see you're inviting in that way.
Even through all the crying, even while I'm crying, I still seem invited.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, man.
What?
The crying in therapy.
That you don't expect. You never see it coming. It's always a surprise.
No, it was like, first of all, my therapist is the best therapist I've ever had. And I've had quite a few. So, but she is by far the best one. So she looks like us. Yes. And she is the perfect mixture of professional and doctor, but also what we're not about to do, sis, is this. We're going to need you to create some boundaries and enforce them. And here's some things that I sent to your email. The
one I changed companies, and last week I met a new one, a black lady, probably around our age, probably my age more. And she was very direct, where I was kind of complaining, like, should I move and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, girl, just move. And I was like, damn, Phyllis.
Phyllis.
Not Phyllis.
But she was right. I was like, but I don't know. And she was just like, cut through all the hemming and hawing. And I need that. I appreciate
so wait,
that.
Where are you now? Are you west or east?
I'm in New York, in my childhood home. Yeah.
And thinking of going back west.
No. Just to get my own place. I'm in the house I grew up in. So I'm like, and I don't have any space. The house is completely full. So
look where I am. This is not real. This was purchased from the Amazon.
From the Amazon.
My home is not wonderfully decorated. This is a wall divider. And I am sitting in the window because I don't want you to see the rest of the background and maybe a miscellaneous child walk past.
I like that wall divider.
It's my audition background. Don't look. This is the audition background. Don't get it twisted. I have boxes and shit all back here. Come on now. I was like, let me put this audition background up for the Zoom with Jackie.
That's not normally your background. Where's Angel and Courtney? Let me
do you pronounce your name Cornelia?
Like Kenny and Ophelia.
Got you. Okay. I enjoyed you very much on Zooming with the Homies, the one you did right before you did Keep Your Distance. I don't know if you did it before that, and how you were doing the traffic voice. And in my head, I was like, man, I hope she does it. And when you did it, I was like,
what voice?
Now when I join Zoom with the Homies, they be putting helicopters. My emoji is now the helicopter for the traffic cop, the chopper. I wasn't even in the chopper, but now
doesn't matter. That's
helicopters.
I enjoyed you very much. So I was looking forward to virtually meeting you. This is great.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, I be trying to get on to hear a radar, but our schedule, the schedule don't be lining up. But last one I did was it was like me, Ron, everybody on the last time I did Zoom with the Homies, we all looked alike, and I was the only girl. I tell you, it was me, Chase, Ron G, and Rob Hayes.
You're like a family. Courtney,
you can't hear us.
I can't hear you, Courtney.
Courtney, we can't hear you.
She looks like she's thinking about what she can do to fix this.
You know, with Zooming with the Homies, on the East Coast, I can do it because it's at 10 o'clock here. But when I was in California and I did it, it was at 7. I'm like, if I lived here, I'd never have time to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, ladies.
There you go. There she is.
Yay.
The hair look good.
Oh, thank you, girl. I just threw this on. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wig. Okay. You look so good.
Thank you. Just for you.
No, that's a good one. I'm going to get my first wig this week. I found a wig online.
Congratulations, girl.
I'm going to get my very
Pop
first
that wig, Terry. You, Ty.
I got, this is Shaka. Shaka, these are the girls. And I heard a rumor, it is customary that we must name our hats, otherwise it's bad luck. I currently have one nameless wig because I can't connect with her yet. She didn't feel like
about 15 nameless. Yes. What happened if you ain't name it?
You're not supposed to put it on, child. Bad things that happen, it'll blow off in the wind or something like that. I don't know.
Oh,
really?
That's what the aunties said. So they said you got to name
I ain't never named one, and I haven't had that problem. So
see, I'm new to the wig game. I got my first wig last year, And I've been buying wigs throughout the whole pandemic because who's doing their hair? That's crazy. I'm not doing that. That's dumb.
I want to buy hair like yours, Ty, but I want to get it ponytail style so that when the braids come out, I can take my natural hair, put it in a ponytail, and then have a big fluffy.
Well, see, look, I can. So my new fascination with the wigs are the headband ones.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like at this stage in my life, I got a really nice situation here. And everybody should see all of it. We're not doing the bayang. So we just,
I got a 5 head though. I can't really do all that. I be having to cover up.
We all have generous foreheads.
Yeah, big foreheads.
Generous. I like that, Jackie. Generous.
Hey, ladies.
Angel. How are you?
Angel.
Hey,
Sorry,
Angel.
I'm late. I'm dealing with a crisis here, guys.
Are you okay?
Well, I was being dramatic, but I'm sorry. I forgot this is a real, genuine group. Y'all were like, oh, what? Why? No, I fell into that category of people who are struggling with the lack of appliances. There's a shortage of washer, dryers because COVID shut down factories.
Oh, you know what? My dishwasher, you're right. My dishwasher on the blink, and they've been 8 months because it's stuck in customs or whatever. Can't
right. So I done got a blister in my hand trying to take, unscrew the washer thing. So that's what took me so long. I was like, let me just do that later.
You putting your own washer in, or what you mean?
So what had happened was I tried to upgrade, right? And so I went to Lowe's, bought all the stuff. They kept sending me notices. It's a delay. So now it's 8 weeks of that. I said, let me just cancel it, refund, right? Start over. I said, okay, well, let me go to mom and pop shop. I go to the first mom and pop shop. I wasn't thinking. I didn't lift the lid when they brought the used one, and it is covered in mildew. And I was like, oh no, I can't do this. So I just gave that away. I said, hey, one of the TAs and his new wife, I was like, if y'all clean it up, it's yours. And so they were like, great, thank you. That's a blessing, right? Okay, move on. Now I go to the mom and pop shop down the street. I go in with my mask, slide my mask down, stick my nose in. Does it smell? I'm thinking I know something, right? No, the reason why this one doesn't smell is because it's not wet yet. And so when we watched the cycle,
oh wow,
I was like, what is that smell? And I wiped the inside with some Clorox wipes, and it was just covered with soap. And I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. So I called him back and I said, I remember that you had this brand new dual, like the one where the dryer's on the top and they're connected. I said, I saw that you had that brand new because I saw the styrofoam in it. I saw all of that. Yeah. And he, of course, is charging regular price, but it's supply and demand. Like, what we're gonna do? Because even if I tried to go buy that at Home Depot, I'm gonna have to wait. So I told him, I said, let's just trade it in. Let me get this one because at least worst case scenario, it won't smell.
Not as important as a washer dryer, but it's a shorter than Pelotons also.
What?
It's like a
rich people problem.
Who wants the exercise?
Everybody, Peloton is selling like crazy.
Yeah, my girlfriend, they buying them $3,000 a pop. They snatching them up.
You can finance it, you can buy it in full, but people who you would think, how you have any money for? Everybody's buying a Peloton, and I hear that they are it's hard to get one because they're like, look, ain't nobody here to make this shit. Okay,
right. So it's supplied.
It's weeks and weeks.
Yeah. Because they even told me that the supply, because everything's back ordered. Because people kept their orders in. They were like, by the time it gets back to normal, we're looking at November.
Yeah,
it's like that with couches.
I'm not going to a laundromat.
And they were like, you're not gonna get the couch until after the summer. I was like, well, then
what?
Outside on the floor.
Women's spaces, yeah.
Y'all, we should start a business. Let's start making couches and washing machines and dryers.
Right.
And Peloton.
Courtney, we ain't got no parts. That's the problem.
Everything is different now. How have you been? How you guys? How you ladies? How have you been? Okay, let's just talk about me then. I've been. I think there's nothing really to report. I just haven't been wanting to do anything. I went walking.
So you and the Booski are doing well.
We're fine. He has. I love it. But he's a man, and I really think most men are challenged in some way, shape, or form. Is it me?
Yeah. No.
Snuggle Nuts is a normal human being. I'm telling you, I've always advocated for Snuggle Nuts on here. I am his Snuggle Nuts. I am your advocate. If you have anything, please text me and I could let everybody know. No.
It's a pin too that I don't think we've ever even learned Snuggle Nuts' actual name. We only know his name is Snuggle Nuts.
I do that because he's not on social media. I don't want to give his life away. Out of respect for him.
Cornelia, then he'll become a regular guy if he has a regular name. I mean, Snuggle Nuts says a lot.
I mean, but we can give him like an old name like Willard.
Daryl.
Theodore. Yeah, Gerald. You gotta pronounce it Gerald.
Call him
Theodore. Jamaican, Jackie? Is he Jamaican?
He's from Antigua.
Okay. So what's the common names there?
Winston.
Winston, yes.
I like a Winston girl.
What?
Delroy, Winston.
Do you have a memory, Courtney, of a Winston?
No, right? I know. I acted like I did.
That's why I got it to Stella.
Stella, remember?
I think that was Stella. Yeah, Stella. But that's a good old.
Who's Stella?
Stella got a groove at.
Oh Lord, Jackie.
A big island chocolate man named Winston, and Winston Duke is cute. That's the boy from Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of men, I haven't had a chance to research it, but and this is my personal opinion. If a man hasn't gotten married by the time he's 40, 45, I don't think he's trustworthy. I think every man should have been married because most of us, none of y'all been married before, but most women, by the time they get a certain age, they try to get married at least once.
But we don't apply that to us now.
It doesn't apply to women, but men, in my opinion, if they haven't been married by the time they're 40, 45, something wrong. Because most of the time they're the ones to pull the trigger and propose. Is that weird? Is that a weird opinion to have? I've always thought that.
No, but you know what? I think it has to be, I wouldn't say something wrong with them, but we know for a fact that men benefit more in marriages than women do. We be literally keeping these dudes alive. That's a fact. It's a fact. Our timeline decreases and their lifespan increases. So men kind of, once they get a little older, it seems like they really start to realize that. So for a man to realize that and then still disregard the fact that he needs somebody that's going to, do things and help him live, I don't necessarily think it's something wrong with him, but it's a reason why he prioritizes other things over that quality of life.
Why don't they do things to keep them alive? Like I gave him a little jar of Advil. I gave him a little jar of painkillers, Advil, and I put it on the table next to the couch. And he has a knee replacement issue, so he's always in pain. But I go over there once a week. That bottle of pills is still there with every pill inside. I said, "Why the fuck don't you take these pills?" And he's like, and he just limps around on one leg. I was like, why not?
Like to take medicine? I don't know.
They don't ask for help. They'd rather you see their body in the backyard, face down in the grass.
Hilarious. Well, Jackie, my 2 cents about what you asked is, I just feel like this decade, or I'll say the last 2 decades of men that fall in that category have seen too many failed marriages and failed attempts, and their homeboys in a lot of pain and losing their money. And it just doesn't, this is my 2 cents, that it just doesn't look appealing. It looks like
on Facebook. I think people on Facebook arrange the marriage, all the pictures, all the celebrations, all the congratulations, and then a year later, I'm looking at the pictures and I'm like, this profile seemed dry. What happened to that big wedding I just saw? I can name 5 people whose marriages are over.
Because remember when we were in our 20s, the big story was Michael Jordan's divorce, right? And they were like, she got so much money, right? And so it wasn't so many people, failing. I think the divorce rate is now 60%. Or something like that for first marriages.
For years?
Yeah. And so it's even more now. And the second one is even higher than that. So it's like, I don't think that they feel that there's, like the risk is, worth the reward.
Well, also, I just think, if they haven't met that one younger, 20, 25, 30 or whatever, they just having fun in these streets. Especially if they're established, they have some money and some business about themselves. They just enjoying their life. And then they're going to look up and they got that knee replacement or that bad hip. And then they be like, let me find me a wife.
That's what it is. Because there were years where Snuggle Nuts was emotionally unavailable. But I was in Cali. So I was like, you go ahead and beat this dog. I don't live here anyway. And then when I moved back and saw him on a cane, walking with a cane because he got a bad knee, I was like, oh, you madly in love with me all of a sudden. That's interesting.
So
He's so vulnerable.
But do Ty know do you know the backstory of Snuggle Nuts? Or is this your first time meeting Snuggle Nuts?
There's no backstory, is there?
Meeting.
Yeah, Jackie told Snuggle Nuts and she was like, when did you meet him, Jackie? When you were like 19?
18.
Yeah, see, I don't know that part. I just know, like, I guess Snuggle Nuts from pandemic to now.
Real quick, boring information. I met him in college when we were both 18. And nothing happened. Just classmates. And then he transferred, and then I stayed, and then I graduated, and then I remember I was working at Bloomingdale's part-time, and after I graduated, and he knew I worked there, but we had separated. He left, I was still in school, and then one day he showed up at Bloomingdale's at the counter I worked at, because he was just like, we never exchanged numbers. This was like in early 90s, but just friends. And then no communication for like 10 years because he was in the service. He had whatever life he had, and I had a boyfriend for 10 years. Same guy 10 years. But whenever I came home, same guy 10 years, and then broke up with him, moved to California. And for 20 years in California, Snuggle Nuts was my vacation buddy. Nothing serious, just would play around. He wanted more, but I'm like, I don't live here. I think long distance is a failure waiting to happen. I don't believe in it because I know that I think it's hard to do. And maybe just hard for me. And then when I moved back to New York, he's like, well, you're trapped now. You ain't going back to Cali. And I know you feel for me, so let's just try it out. So that's, it's just a matter of knowing him forever, but we weren't together. We were just, hey, are you home for Thanksgiving? I'll come see you. Blah, blah, that kind of thing.
And Ty, I will say that this may be the first time when asking about how's it going that it was glorious and it was okay.
Yes.
Don't you
that
say
was refreshing.
What?
Don't you say
I remember
glorious.
when
it's never glorious.
I remember when things got a little rocky and I was like, oh, and then I tried to send some encouraging things.
They getting back together.
A lot of fighting, and then just he and I deciding that we want to do the best we can. That's all I got. I did mention to him though that we need couples counseling because he does have issues, and he said he would do it. I just haven't forced him to do it yet, so we'll see what happens.
You better have him do it while he said he was okay with it.
You know what's funny when he said yes, I was like, shit, I need to schedule this shit now.
Okay, lock him in.
But now, Jackie, it never fails that the person who suggested turns out in the session to be the one with the most issues.
Everybody, he thinks I'm the one with the issues, but I honest to God think that man got a problem. Like homeboy on social media that I did not research, but he was the relationship expert to the world. And
Jackson, honey.
What?
Derek Jackson.
I'm sorry, it's just entertaining to me.
And the wife in the bonnet, I'm like,
her new video is everything.
Was she a kidnapped victim?
This
I wanted to be like,
of God.
This bonnet is the helmet.
Christ. The
armor of Christ.
So she did the second video, and she still had the bonnet on.
She had a hat on, Jackie, with little fuzzy hair. You know when you take a braid out and then you got the hair, the little puff, and so she had a hat with a puff of hair on it.
Okay, go back, Courtney. They talk about the first one earlier than that one.
With a bonnet.
It was. He said it was a hat.
It's really. I got one of them hats. It's like a knit kind of like hat, but it looked like a bonnet. Yeah,
it did look like a bonnet.
She got on a camouflage shirt and then another hat bonnet, and then she said she got the armor of God on
the helmet.
Why the hair staying out on the side? Cornelia? I don't understand what the half piece of puff hair on the side.
Why didn't anybody figure out that all the advice he was giving was from the car? Any nigga in his car all the time, he's looking. Any man who lives in his car and is always like, "Hey, babe, all your sex is on the phone." He's on tour. You know,
He can't talk to you in the house. He can't talk to you in the house because his wife.
They say his sex is good, honey. They say.
Who said that?
They say
he garbage in the bed. He looks garbage. He got that cheating sweater on. I was like, oh, he garbage.
But you can look at him.
Face.
Wait, they said he's good in bed or not good in bed?
I thought
good. He is good in bed and packing.
He looks like he's. I can look at him and I can tell that he's probably skilled. He has
a narcissist that's not good in bed. Most narcissists are very good in bed.
Yes, yes,
yeah, for real. Right. They use their power over you. You know what I mean?
The cockiest men, low key. You're like, but I want to try it though. He's an asshole. Wait a minute.
Exactly.
I know I'm gonna be fucked up after this. I'm gonna need therapy and everything, but I might get a disease, bitch. But I need to see what's popping.
I know he gonna make me cry. But what's going on with you though?
Exactly. Yeah, this whole drama is just hilarious to me. I was telling Ty last night in Clubhouse because that's another whole level. I went to bed at like 4 a.m.
I was in that room closed at 4:30 p.m. today.
Oh,
who's Clubhouse?
What was it about?
Guys, we were talking about all of this. We were talking about we talk about everything in her room. Like I have to strategically go in there. It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, don't think you get ready to walk in and dip out. We hold you hostage.
When I dip in there and it's Ty's room, I'd
be like, nope.
I'd be low key hoping she don't see me because I'm not gonna go to sleep now.
She don't give you a second. It'd be like moderator.
Yep. Come on in here.
And I don't have an iPhone because when I do Clubhouse and I stay in there, I cannot sleep when I get off. It's actually a problem.
Jackie, it is like it's hard, because you got to wind down from Clubhouse.
Wired. You go to
the trick for me is lay in bed like this. The trick for me is my circadian rhythm is usually it's around this time, right?
What?
Circadian rhythm.
Okay.
Like your internal body clock. I don't run from like sun up to sundown like normal humans or whatever. So like I usually get my burst of energy like in the afternoon, through to the early hours in the morning. Yeah. So that's when I be my most productive. I do all of the things that I need to do, meetings, whatever. And then I'm like, okay, I'm still wired. So I'll do Clubhouse, but I'll use Clubhouse to play like as white noise in my background while I'm doing whatever other things I'm doing. When I'm ready to shut down, that's usually when you guys will see me in Clubhouse, but you won't hear me because I'll say something and let the conversation do what it's doing. Meanwhile, I'm doing my skincare regimen because that takes a good 30 minutes, depending on what day it is. If it's Sunday, then it's going to take about 45 because I steam my face on Sundays.
Okay.
But so, and then I come back and I got my hair tied down. I got my house coat on and I'm like, all right, so what are we talking about? So, hey. I
haven't watched, there's another dude on there, Kevin Samuels. I know that my personality, I can't watch their videos because I get angry. Like I get violently angry.
Yeah. He like
I heard there's another video out.
I am so guilty of watching Kevin Samuels for entertainment. I know I ain't supposed to, but guys, it is so funny.
I listened to one and I'm not gonna lie, I listened to one and I'm like, he's not really wrong, but I don't like it.
He's not wrong, but it's the concept of why y'all keep calling in for him to dog y'all out on YouTube.
Right. It's a delivery.
He ugly. I'm about to get dogged out on YouTube by ugly man. You're not doing this to me. Like, enough, guys. Like that's mad at the women. Like, girl, why you keep doing this?
They all line up. And do you ever see, Jackie, you have to watch the full episode. Okay. And it's always some good Samaritan who's going to timestamp it for you. So don't get afraid of the 2 hours. Okay. Look in the comments. Yeah, look in the comments and they'll like give you a little sentence. What'd you say?
I keep it in minutes. Like
yes, Jackie, it's so funny. And the only reason why I can tolerate Kevin is because they come to him. And the reason why with Derek, I felt like it was just karma coming back to just be like, boom, is because Derek go after people. Like he'll go after, like he did a video on Kevin Hart saying when Kevin Hart cheated, it was horrible. His apology was whack and insincere. Right. He came after John Gray. He came after every cheater. And then, dude, you're leaving and going to the girl house after you make these videos.
How many women?
He was probably at the girl house.
Derek Jackson, how many women did he have? Like, what was the total?
It's 3 so far. But yeah. I mean, he had the girl in the bed, in the wife's bed, and he flew her out twice.
He flew bitches out.
Flew out,
bitches out, honey. Kicking into Miami, his boys hanging out with his boys and everything. So he's not at the house by the pool, not hiding shit.
Yeah, and one girl saved
his wife a hostage.
She's
well,
weird,
she
Jackie.
supposedly had left, separated with the kids, and went out of state somewhere.
She probably was at a church retreat or something. She's weird. Like
she is.
Something's not together. She's very religious.
If you look at her Instagram, you could tell that he kind of broke her down. She used to dress and put her face together and look cute. And then you see her digressing, honey, to looking like what she looked like right here, Celie.
But Courtney, hold on though, hold on.
Hands in the video.
Hold on, Courtney. I read her post on those videos, and she stopped wearing makeup and stuff because she said that was the coverage of sin.
Girl, but he's doing that to her, probably her head.
Somebody got to save her.
Well, their religion is a very staunch and very like dogmatic religion, the Chosen People.
What's the religion?
Chosen People. That's the name of it. Chosen People Ministries.
I ain't never heard of that.
I ain't never heard of that.
Google it. They got Wikipedia.
Is it a cult? Is it a cult?
I don't think it. I think they're just really like stern, like Pentecostals and like
they Adventists.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to call them a cult. I would say it's more just really hardcore, super religious, old school, no makeup, try to look modest.
Listen. What did he say his reasons
used to wear makeup?
What was his reasons? I didn't hear it. Were they
for
good?
Cheating? Fucking around?
Yeah. Didn't he give reasons or he just prayed?
Because God wanted to expose his pride.
Ooh, y'all know the girl who exposed everything on Tasha with the T. She put out a tweet today, I think, and it said, like, you want me to tell this last little secret? I'm gonna give you some time if you can tell it yourself. If not, I'm gonna drop these gems. So
and then she followed up and was like, it's gonna be on my Patreon under the $15 tier.
I make money off of it. Ty's like, oh, come on. That's how she gonna make.
Excuse me, don't she know that all of us can give $3 and one of y'all can just sign up and tell us what she said?
You gotta monetize his pain.
Like, girl, bye.
I'm gonna wait till the blogger pay for it and put it out there.
There it is.
What makes these women hungry for like the one that was Kevin Samuels? Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what. Maybe is it just me? I always know what I should be doing, and I'll do the opposite anyway. I know when a guy did. I have never fucked around with a guy and not known he wasn't. I just decided I feel like doing this. I know it's wrong. I'm gonna go on ahead and do it. And just
they have low self-esteem. Kevin Samuels women. They all have. Yeah.
I have never asked a man for advice, knowing he ain't shit. You gonna do it?
But Jackie, I think from what the episodes that I've seen, I think that many of them are not honest about life,
their decisions.
You know what I mean? You know how like as comedians we tend to just we just special creatures. Like we like to call a spade, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's our own, anyway. Even if it's our own spade, right? Yeah. But they'll get on there and be like, I want a high value man or whatever. And he considers a high value man like a man who earns, 6 figures or more, but did it from the ground up, not like a celebrity or athlete. And he feels like those men are entitled to, it's hilarious. What do you call them? Fit, beautiful, and inspirational women.
And
the high value men topic, it make me mad anyway, because so-called high value men be the ones who hate their mama, be disrespectful to women, broken on the inside, but they got a lot of money. You're not high value just because you make a lot of money. Are you raggedy on the inside, sir? Because if so, you're not high value.
Right.
Because sometimes you're right, Cornelia, that drive to make that money came from an insecurity or a bullying or some shit psychologically that made you push like that.
Right. And so in his world, in Kevin's world, because that guy achieved that level of accomplishment, he should play the game the way it's set, which means that it's fewer of them and more available women. So he gets to now pick the most attractive or the most this, that, whatever the third. And you Angel Gaines is out there. That's a size 16.
Oh, he said, how old are you? How many kids you got? What you weigh?
You don't even need to come over here because you don't even qualify for the pickings. That's his whole setup.
Any man who has tried to break down my statistics, my age, my weight, whatever, they never been shit before. When they've been like, well, Jackie, you're so and so. So I'm saying, nigga, you don't deserve me. How dare you break down what you think are my negatives when I'm looking at you thinking you have nothing to offer.
Right.
And do you know that he also argues that a high value man has the right to cheat because it's in his nature, a man's nature, to be with multiple women, and because he's affording you this lifestyle. Ooh. You should be, excuse me, you should be happy, and I quote, that you get to sniff his nutsack.
This is why I can't watch it, because I'll send him death threats.
Jackie, y'all don't think this is funny?
It's funny.
Oh my God.
But he said it's funny, it's hilarious, but it is really, he's poisoning a lot of people who are not bright enough to know that he's an asshole.
I feel like poisoning. Oh, go ahead, Courtney. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say he's poisoning. Okay, he's poisoning these women, right? But he's also poisoning these men, thinking that's the way to live and that's the way to be a man.
Because when you read the comments, you see these guys like, I'm like, you ain't shit, you ain't shit, you ain't shit, and they're co-signing on. I'm like, none of y'all should
Jackie,
be on here.
Do you know how much money this man makes per episode? Like, you know how it's live, right? So you know how that money comes in. It's like so-and-so $50, so-and-so $100, so-and-so $50. Wow. Like he just on that. But here's what I think. I think that it's like Trumpism. I think that he's attracting people who really think like he does and giving them permission to say it out loud. There's a lot of sexist men who are very bitter and, feel like a woman is beneath them and everything like that. And I feel like they found their leader, like Trump.
But my thing about, because I feel like Kevin Samuels and Derek Jackson, they are just two sides of, the coin, right? And I feel like they are smart men, and they are able to capitalize on the needs, the thirst, the insecurities and desires of whoever it is that's listening to them. So to like me, I'm sitting there like, why would I listen to that? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I have insecurities of my own stuff going on, but there's no way that I would call in and have this person say to me that I'm not good enough. Who are you to set my value? But there are people, men and women, because I've seen men go on the show as well. So I don't want to paint the narrative that he just hates Black women. I've seen him do it to men, but there are people that seek that validation, or they seek that confirmation, or they seek that type of abuse because that's the only love or type of attention that they're receiving. So some people are so jaded that they don't care what type of attention they're receiving, whether it's negative or positive, and they can't even distinguish the difference because someone is looking and listening at them and they're being talked about for however long it is they're being talked about. Whereas Derek Jackson, he kind of leads with love. Right. So he's like, guys that do this are bad and guys that say this are bad. And he's not really reinventing the wheel. He's just basically playing on the things and the thoughts that women and people think every day. So he's a classic narcissist who's love bombing his followers with this information that they already know, that they've already heard, that they already feel. they're just playing to their demographic. Both, they're the same guy. I would love to see those two niggas have a conversation, though. I would pay to see that.
I pay to see them go at it. Now,
well, he definitely in his last well, not, I guess not the last one, but the last one that I saw alluded to, you know, kind of like a little slight little gloat that now Derek's chickens have come home to roost, because, you know, Kevin Samuel's whole thing is, I know I'm a dog. Like, I know, like, he doesn't do the whole, I'm going to, you know, promise you the valley and the, you know, the hills. He's more like, you know what you're signing up for when you come over here. Derek is more of the, like you said, let me paint the picture and you know, stroke your ego and let you know, what's his thing? You got to fix your crown.
None of them deserve to get a word crown. Now, another question I have: what are the rules now for trying to have, if you want to have casual intimacy? I saw it on Instagram. Guys were kind of debating, like, well, now with the pandemic, how do we smash? And that was just how they was outright. Like, now, how do you have casual anything now in this environment? Not even because of COVID, but because of all the trouble that men have gotten themselves into by doing things the inappropriate and the wrong way for so long. And now a lot of them are like, well, I'm gonna have her sign this contract and make sure she know that if I touch this titty, you initial here, and you can't call.
You let me touch the titty,
and then you gotta initial it, and I want to take a picture of it and notarize it at the bottom. A lot of men are nervous now. They're like, I don't know how to do casual sex now, because now we're all gonna get in trouble if we go after the way we did back in the day. Like, how would a man approach you now if he wasn't trying to marry you and wife you? He just want to be like, well, see what's up. But what could he say to you now that wouldn't make you be like, you know?
Well, I don't like when men intro the sex talk with me anyway. I don't like it. Let the woman intro it. She'll let you know when it's time to take it to the next level. But those dudes who you talk to in like first, second conversation, they'd be like, so what you want? Sir, I'm just trying to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay? I didn't want all that. Let her introduce it. When she's comfortable, she'll get there, and then she'll start to kind of drop those hints. You don't gotta come through kicking through the door like, you know, like what this about to be. You don't even gotta go there. So those men who would be like, I don't even know what to do.
So many of them.
And be a gentleman, just like
and it's not funny, because I'm like, were you this confused before all this got put in the light before? How did you smash before all this? Were you just raping?
Or do you have a lot of fucking rape cases in your pocket?
You worried.
I'm not gonna lie, low-key, I have some friends who are so worried that I'm kind of like, what were you doing?
Right.
Why you so confused now? Because you grown. You like 40 plus grown, and you don't know how to approach a girl now. Were you just snatching somebody ponytail before?
Well, you know what's so crazy, Jackie? I'm an alpha female. So I don't even have, this is not even a problem for me, because I do all my approaching. I do.
Damn.
I don't even, it, yes. I can't even think of a guy that approaches me.
And it works, Angel?
It works every time?
Yes. Because like
I'm cute. So
I know, right?
I mean, the thing is, like, I can kind of read the body language, because you gotta remember, I'm the predator.
What do you say, Angel?
I think, like, once I kind of like,
there's no script, I don't think.
Right, but I can give her kind of like the anatomy, right?
Yeah.
So Courtney is just like, I can kind of read their body contact, that they're like just interested in me. Like anything I say, they're like quoting it back or laughing at my jokes. It's honestly, Courtney's like the reverse flirting of it's the same thing, but you just got to remember, whomever speaks first is in control. So I like to be, you know, so I see a guy, I'll be like, oh, you look really, really handsome. I mean, did you really, you know, like whatever, you know, just
they just running game on them.
I had you know what I mean? And so you just, but I don't like, I would never go up to like you know, narcissistic guys. I can feel their vibe. Like if it's a vibe like it's all about me, I'm buff and I'm just here for everybody. Yeah, I don't even, the energy clash. But if it's just a nice guy and he's standing at the bar and and he's like, flattered by my, flirtatiousness, and then I just kind of lead him on to the water.
Usually, the humor that works for everybody.
Humor, I do. I leave with
crack
humor.
a joke. Once I get a guy to laugh, it's
over.
It's a wrap.
Jackie, we're men.
Good dude,
hilarious.
Yeah.
What, Courtney?
The one thing I'm kind of worried about this whole like Me Too thing, because you do have chicks who are embellishing stuff, Yeah. So the flip side is that men who may have no need to be cautious are going to be super cautious. Yeah. Like, we're not gonna get hit on as much. Like
it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down a lot, and then you'll find out later, like, I liked you. Like, why the hell did you say
right?
Right. Is it that though, or is it just a shift in culture anyway? Because before Me Too, I know personally, especially out here, I started to feel that shift where a lot of men were expecting women to do the approaching. It was kind of like a turning of a tide. So is it all Me Too, or is it just some of these dudes out here really be wanting to be courted? They want you to pull up to them at the bar.
Some of them want you. Some of them do try that where they're like, "You gonna buy me a drink?" And I'm like, I haven't bought a drink for a dude since 1991. And they get all like, "Oh, yeah." I was like, I'm like, yes. I don't buy my own drinks, and when they do that, I know that he's an asshole.
Yeah,
that's not the way to get
that's
it.
Tacky.
Or Jackie, when they say things like, "Oh, I will come and see you, but I'm low, my funds low on gas," and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, then next time." You get what I'm saying? Like,
they want you to offer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna court you. I'm just giving you like the green light. I'm just giving you green light. Like, you don't have to, have the anxiety around.
They mistake. I've invited guys to shows, and I had one guy come to a show thinking that I was gonna leave the environment. I'm like, no. I just said come to the show. That's
right.
That's the whole commitment. Yeah. There's nothing more. And he came there standing in the corner in the cut, like, and I'm like, dude, he didn't get it. You know what I mean? So
I have had a guy pop up at a show and then think he was going somewhere afterwards. And I'm like,
wow.
I didn't even invite you to this motherfucker.
I've had the opposite, where I dated somebody, he felt like he needed to be at every show. I'd be like, you ain't got to come. Like, I'm gonna come. If I didn't tell him to come to the show, girl, he would be angry.
Well, he was controlling and possessive and crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a wife beater.
See, I'm in a different space.
Where are you?
I am emotionally unavailable. Like, I joke and say I'm for these streets. And when I say for these streets, that means I don't want to be bothered with nobody's son. Don't talk to me. Let's just not. You know what I mean? Like, my last relationship ended sort of in 2019, but that's still an issue for me. You know what I mean? Like, I still got that there, and I'm trying to deal with that so that I am free to move on. I don't want to be bothered. Get your ass out of here. Don't, sir, no. Sir, no.
That's funny.
You'd be surprised how often.
I don't want to date. I don't want to text. I don't want, just leave me alone.
Todd, tell them about that time you went to dinner with that guy who approached you.
What happened?
And was rude. This story here ends me.
What?
I don't like backhanded compliments, right? I don't even know why we call them that. I feel like we should come up with something else for that, because I think that's stupid. So anyone knows I wear spectacles when I don't have on my contact lenses, or if I'm not sitting close to the Zoom where I can see y'all. And so I'm, out at a restaurant, and it's kind of like it's nice. It's not like a just stop in TGI Fridays, it's a nice spot. Yeah. And sometimes I do that. I take myself out to eat. I'm not waiting on somebody to see son to take me somewhere. So but I'm sitting at the bar. I don't want to take a whole table. So I'm sitting at the bar, minding my own business.
I love that.
Dude comes over to me and, like, first of all, you're too close. If I can feel your energy, you're too close.
Women cannot sit at the bar. That's you cannot be left alone at a bar alone. That's
just it. I can. Like,
no, we can, but you will be bothered.
She's like, I will tonight.
I am manifesting the energy of how about you just not disrupt what I'm doing over here? Everything was fine until you came and interrupted the creature in its natural habitat. So this man comes over next to me, and I can tell he's standing next to me. One, because I can see you up on peripheral and I can feel you close. So he's like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, hey, how are you? I didn't look up because I'm not interested. I don't want to see what you look like. I'm not interested. So he's like, hey, how are you? And I was like, I'm fine. How are you? I didn't mean to say, how are you? Because I didn't care. And so he was like, he's like, are you here by yourself? Clearly I am. I said, yes. Still not looking at him. I'm not here with you, sir. And he was like, you know, you would be much prettier if you took your glasses off. So then I did this. I'm looking at him now, smiling. And I said, you know what? You're much prettier with my glasses off. I got an astigmatism. I'm nearsighted. What you're not about to do is come over here and interrupt what I got going on. And then tell me that I would be prettier if I take my prescription glasses off. And he was like, well, you didn't have to be rude. Well, you were rude first. I'm just matching energy. What you could do is exit. I was fine here. See, that's what's wrong with it. Get your ass out of here. So I was fine.
Right.
Learn to read the room.
Out of here.
I swear to you though, we should be allowed to sit at a bar and be left alone. That is the rule. But it is a guarantee a woman at a bar and all you want is a cocktail and be left alone. Any bar, any city, any state, anywhere you go, it is an invite for a man to be like, why are you by yourself? It's torture. I've tried to get cocktails by myself, and I'm like, this is the worst idea I've ever had in my life. If another man talked to me, I'm going to call the police.
You actually need to get a table if you want to be by yourself. You go to the bar to flirt, but if you want to be by yourself, you really should get a table.
You can't be.
So that's the thing, right? So like we talk about, you know, sexism and misogyny and all of these things, but we still have the conditioning of these systems that we want to break out of. So like even us as women sitting here talking, why can't we sit at a bar and expect to not be bothered?
Because what happened to you happens all the time when a woman at a bar by herself. You get an asshole who's and it's gonna be like, you can, but be ready every time you're gonna have that kind of conversation.
I'm gonna just start macing niggas. Because
you know why? Because all men think a woman at the bar is looking for company.
I'm about to go to the bar tonight. Y'all got me revved up. Let me go.
Look at Courtney. Courtney, when you in LA, I want to go.
Go ahead. It's not gonna be the same. Courtney, go and report.
Some wine.
Go and report afterwards. It's not
okay.
So it is the Jackie, least relaxing place in the world is a bar by yourself as a girl.
Nice.
Well, I think that we probably need to now re-examine what are the social norms that are like, what am I saying? The communications that we're giving out by actions. You know what I mean? Like, are there some kind of like social norms that, you know how like one in particular, I had an argument with someone because she was arguing with me as a woman. She was arguing with me that if a woman invites a man to her place, that indicates she wants to have sex. And I said, are you out of your mind?
Yes.
Right.
Like, there can't be any socialization, socializing that guarantees some sex.
But men still, because Kevin Tate had a question on his social media where he probably for his podcast to bring up conversation. Yeah. But if a man invites a woman to his place late, should he expect sex? And my response in the comment, well, I don't give a damn. He shouldn't expect a goddamn thing
ever.
But men still, antiquated.
Yes,
they think it's an invite based on what you do, and they don't realize now nothing is an invite. If I walk into the room butt naked with a condom in one hand and wine in the other, it's still not an invite. But a lot of them it's an invite.
And my thing is like, okay, I realize you're a man and that's your go-to. So yeah, I'm not mad that that's what you expect, but at the same time, you shouldn't be mad at my response if I say that's not what I'm giving.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Remember the whole Mike Tyson thing? That was one of the big things that Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. They were like, she went to his room at 1, 2, 3 a.m. This is back when we had no rights, and they were like, why did she go to his room so late? And we're like, motherfucker, because she wanted to. And maybe she wanted to have sex, but the way it went down, long story short, men still have this attitude of, well, then why'd you do it? Why'd you wear that short skirt? Why were your titties out? I can't wear red lipstick on the train because that is like a blowjob invite to all the men.
Oh my God.
Subway. It's just too distracting. Once they zoom in on your lips with bright red lipstick, they're rude.
They gonna zoom in on your lips if you ain't got nothing on them, Jackie. Your lips are voluptuous and amazing.
I don't mind. Everyone lusts after my mouth, but you can't say nothing. That's the point. You can look and you can dream, you can draw, but you can't say shit to me. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to figure out what is. Too many people are still in this draconian way of thinking where you should expect nothing.
Right.
You know? You can
you would think that we're there by now, which leads me to believe that some men who still think that go over somebody's house and expect sex, they was the ones not getting no sex anyway. Because if you're getting sex, you know by now not to expect sex. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen.
It's a bonus if you get it.
Yeah, like
I'm just waiting on the Lord at this point. I can't take this shit no more. I'm so
That done held me up for so long. Me and him about to be in a fight. I'm like,
I'm waiting on the Lord.
You waiting on the Lord?
On the Lord. Where, sir?
Lord.
Well, not right now. Have you guys been dating during? I know Angel and Courtney were kind of low key. No,
on a little app.
Which app?
I'm not saying that on live YouTube.
Angel, have you been going on any more dates?
You gotta talk to an alpha woman like you talk to a dude. Like you can't, I'm single.
Many streets.
They know how to Google. They know how to get on YouTube. You know what I mean?
Looking for me right now. Somebody told me I was alpha female too, and my first reaction was I was like, "Hey," then I was like, "Oh, I guess that's true." Because your first thought is that mean I'm too aggressive and too? No. And then no, it doesn't mean that. But I'm still we're all being retrained. And my thinking is alpha female means I'm either too aggressive, I'm not feminine, and that's how I grew up. But now I'm like, no, that means that I know what I want. You can't fuck with me. And
it also just means that you lead in your masculine energy most times.
Really?
Yeah, we do. We comedians. We command attention. We control the situations. We control our environments. We like to be in control.
Do you tell men you're a comic when you meet them, or do you wait and see if they're crazy first?
I used to hide it when I was trying to be a fake beta, and do the whole like whatever you like. And I realized this ain't, I'm at the beginning of the end. I'm 45. This is second semester. I got to play this my way.
I always say I'm half dead. I don't got time.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I got to just be me. That ain't gonna never be me. I tried it.
No, when I meet men
like fans.
I meet men now, and when they ask, "Are you funny?" I be like, "Hell yeah!" And then they be like, "I'm like, well,
I don't tell people at the beginning. If they like, eventually I'll tell them, but I try not to because I no longer have benefit of the doubt to give when they respond with like a joke or they be, when their immediate response, I'm at my wit's end. Okay, if they be like, "Oh, funny too," I'll be like, "I can't talk to you. I'm out of the."
They change. They change.
So I let them show me who they are and me try to like them. So then if they do that later, then I'm okay with it versus cutting them off.
What were you gonna say, Courtney? I cut you off when you were talking.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna throw in that I even go as far as to say, Google me.
Really?
I say Google me and let me know if you're comfortable with what you see. Yeah, why not? I don't want to explain anything. You do your research.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Sky face.
I'm like thinking about it. Sir, this is it. This is what we got. I don't know. This is not my hair. When I take it off, I got 17 other ones you can pick from. I just learned how to do makeup. I'm 40. I got 2 kids. I don't want no more. I got some grandkids, bad credit, a lot of debt, chasing my dreams. What you want to do with it? Like I'm tired.
Do with it?
I'm tired. Like
Ty's the
Do you
best.
want
Why
this?
are you so tired, Ty? Because your skin look good, girl. You look like you had an easy life.
You are glowing.
Well,
the girl says she got a part-time job taking care of her skin. So
listen, I've been using the Fenty skin
How is it?
AM/PM treatment since November.
Glowing.
Like and I have just a little bit of makeup on, but even when I'm raw face, I'll be like, bitch, you look good.
Yes,
like,
right?
So
good skincare make you look really good without makeup.
It's great. Yeah. But even then, sir, are you willing to share a bathroom with 155,000 products that are just for me that you can't touch? We need space.
But Ty, you're not just interested in like just company, like a cigar and some cocktails and just talking and just being around
so
like
good. Cigar
and they
good.
smell so good.
I am tired.
I get it.
It's tiring. Like here's the thing. I'm not even gonna blame it on the men. It's me. I got stuff. Like I've been a mother for 26 years.
Yeah.
I'm motherfucking tired. Okay.
Yeah.
With these churn. And then it's just like trying to figure out yourself. And then when you think you figured it out, it's like, it's like, bitch, pre-menopause knocking on your door. Come on, man. Like,
you are only 40. You are not pre-menopause yet.
I had been perimenopausal since I was 38.
Okay.
Got it.
So it's like, hey, here's ovulation, and let's throw some hot flashes at your ass and see how you do. Like, come on, man. I don't like you here, Lord.
I tell the truth now also, but when it comes to stand-up versus romance, like I told him, I'm like, look, I will see. And I said, now that we're opening back up my New York schedule, I'm like, I will see you, but it'll be after the shows. And I hadn't told him that yet. And I'm like, if I'm going to be happy, you have to let me be free in these comedy streets, and I will holler at you when it's over. Because if you leave, I'll get over it. If comedy leaves, I'm killing everybody.
Okay.
Everybody.
Jackie, there is no way comedy is leaving this earth. It is never going to happen.
It's been gone kind of low-key, kind of sort of for a minute. Not the way we used
Let me tell you something. People in LA been doing roofs. And they're gonna have to learn to live stream it on Facebook. I'm like, y'all just don't have you don't know how to run a juke joint. You can't be can't be live. It's prohibition, you know.
we underground at midnight. Why are you on live?
They on Facebook live streaming their sets. Like, and I'm watching it like, wait, paying the audience, and they in there frying chicken. Like it was it's the best. Chicken. People have been doing stand-up. Like, I mean, it's just like, they sneaking to do it. But
I've turned down a lot of outdoor shows. I'm a germaphobe.
I've become a Zoom expert now with comedy. I got it down to a science now.
Oh yeah, I'm a Zoom veteran. And what's funny is that whenever I do a Zoom show, they email all the information. I don't read nothing. I sign on, and I sign off.
Yep. And Jackie, you one of them comics on the lineup don't know what the show rated and start cussing, and then they be like, "Oh no, it's PG," and you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Kids looking at their mama's crazy because you don't read. Oh my God!
I don't like all that homework. I hate when they give you all that homework.
I hate when they email me long as fuck with. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna sign on, and I'm gonna jiggle with and then I'm gonna sign off. Because I'm going to do a version of what I've been doing or new stuff, all these Zoom shows are really for me and my mental health and to run through new material. They've been open mics for me just to have fun, and I give 100%, but I'm not going to research and blah. I'm like, look, dude, this is Zoom show 17 in 2 weeks. You lucky I'm wearing pants. And I'm wearing pants because it's IBM and I want to have respect for the company. But besides that, the rest of you.
I have so much anxiety when I do it. Like I'm like, Yeah, I enjoy doing it because I literally had to write a set for Zoom. I don't do any of my old material because I couldn't translate it because I'm kind of physical on stage, so I just couldn't translate it to the box. So I just wrote all new Zoom material, and so I just do that each show. But my anxiety comes with, is my internet gonna start acting up while I'm performing? Is the mic on? Is, you get what I'm saying? Like, I never worried about that before when the technical stuff. Like, you are your own tech house, makeup artist, set designer. You're everything now, and I just want to be the artist. I just want to come in and you escort me. You got the PA with the walkie-talkie.
Okay.
Tell me where
like
to go.
I said, sign on.
So I have so much anxiety. And then even when y'all say like they send you the write-ups, I'm like, I literally had to Google, what is PG? What do you mean? I don't even, I thought clean meant don't cuss. But clearly it also means content.
Yeah, no politics, nothing, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I got kind of dinged one day because I alluded to child abuse.
That's funny.
Like, I didn't even know. I was like, I was so confused. Then Jackie was like, and then like AGT, I was like, oh yeah, Jackie was like, you interested? I was like, yeah, man, AGT, gave me my feedback. None of my jokes work. I thought that I was clean. I'm clean, but I'm not moral.
You're like, I don't drop the F-bomb, but I talk about suicide and murder.
Molestation.
Y'all, wait, I gotta tell y'all this real quick. One of the auditions was a self-tape, and you had to tell a story, like put your comedy in a story form. The producer emails me back and go, oh my God, Angel, the execs loved you, but the story you was telling about cooking live crab, is there a way he could live in the inn? Like, what?
Then it's not cooked.
It's not. Yeah,
I had to eating crab.
I had to change the ending of the story so that the crab lives because the execs are vegans.
Listen, now they done got on my nerves. Shit, do you want the jokes or not?
I'm giving you back the money. That's just ridiculous.
It's so much now.
Take this money. Get out my face. Let me
I don't have time for that.
I'm tired.
I mean, because I didn't even look into my comedy like that before to know that I'm just not moral. As a teacher.
Well, if they don't like you, they damn sure ain't gonna like shit I got to say.
You're killing a small family in your jokes, and you're like, what?
Listen, I'm killing everything.
They liked it.
I got a bit where I actually kill my uterus.
Oh, they ain't gonna do that because you can't. Oh my God, Ty, the words. Oh, the censorship.
Oh, you can't say uterus.
You can't say kill.
You can't say kill?
Certain networks, you can't say kill. You can't say murder. You can't.
Well, I ain't gonna be on them because shit.
I ain't gonna be on a network.
Were those words listed in the email of what you shouldn't say, or
no? That's what I asked them for, Jackie. I was like, "Where's the book so I can vet myself, please?" Mm-hmm. It's like each network has their own thing, and so you just got to go get vetted, and then they'll ask you, "Could you not say sexy? Could you say more like adult time?" Like,
and you say cheese grater? Is that allowed?
They didn't edit me, but there was one joke where I said I was dating a white guy. He wanted me to take a shower with him, and I said, "Can you see me? I don't do water sports." That's the joke, and they said you can't say water sports.
See?
I said, why?
I thought the shower part was gonna be we in the shower.
No, I changed it to water activities.
I thought it was the white guy.
I changed it
to
water
sports.
They let me say, because water sports, I think is used in a sexual term.
Well, then that's their freak ass problem.
No, I changed it to water activities. Water activities. It didn't hit as hard because the joke, the spirit of the joke is gone. I still made it, but I was like, you really? What? I can't. And they didn't want water. So yeah, you never know, because words, in their mind, words give the impression that you're talking about something else.
Mm-hmm. And then one of the producers was saying that it's because of lawsuits. They get sued for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if you just want me to go back to corporate, just say that.
Right.
If you want me to go to work, just you know,
go to work.
Don't tear my set apart.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Clean is relative. Like when I used to do college shows, I had a joke that was about SpongeBob. And they pulled me inside after that. They were like, "Can you?" I was like, "If SpongeBob ain't clean enough, then this is not my career path."
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys want.
But when you guys get like corrected like that, I don't know about y'all, but it just takes the energy away from my performance.
Yeah,
like I can't stay it the same. Like,
because you know, we're sensitive. It's our art that, you know, it's our words. You know, y'all know how long it takes to work on a joke, and it's just to get it right, and then somebody come back and be like, "Can you not say that?" You be like,
"No, that's the joke." You're like, "That's the fucking joke."
And there's the whole joke. The whole joke is okay, but the punchline at the end, they want to change the punchline. I'm like, I might as well erase that from the set because that's not going to be. There's no point to that now. And you guys, that's a joke that was part of my submission, and you don't want to hear that. And this, well, why'd you guys have me come down here?
Right. Well, at least you made it to the show. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, no, that was definitely dope. And they didn't edit me along. They were very
because you had to go through a lot. It sounds like.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. Honestly, to God, the AGT thing was easy because I
did. So they didn't.
I did material I've been doing for years. I only wrote a few new things. I did ad-lib one thing that thank God worked. But they were like, just come down, and I didn't audition. Just come down and do it. So my thing was all glorious and blessed. But they told me the reason they let me go is because the show's foundation is British. And what's his name?
Simon
understands that in the UK they let you be a little bit risque. So because the show's foundation is from the UK, they let me be a little bit naughty because the UK they'll let you be naughty out there because the show is a part of a UK creation.
Yeah.
So that's because I asked them, "Are you guys gonna let me say that?" They were like, "Yeah." That's the reason they gave me. I'm like, "All right, fine, whatever."
But you can't say water sports.
No, because I did see water sports in a sexual thing. I don't know where I saw it, but I saw it was.
I thought, isn't that what you do? What they say you do the breast when you go like
waterboard. A water boat.
I guess it's too close. I guess it's too close.
It sounds too sexual.
Yeah.
Even though the joke about taking a shower.
But isn't waterboarding, that is like terrorist shit. That's
wartime thing, yeah.
Torture.
Yeah. So it could be torture, yeah. So it could be either or.
When I talked about my Latino parent teacher conference.
You couldn't talk about that? Too much race?
It was like you can't appear to be punching down. But I wasn't. I was just talking about the fact that I faked no understanding Spanish.
What about your old joke about the sassy student in class? You can't do that?
Because you know, she's kind of like ethnically identifiable. And then also remember the beginning of that joke is I go into the classroom and I'm like, Cha, who got a problem with learning today? They were like, you can't have guns around kids.
You're like, just take it off.
I wanted to say, do y'all really know what teachers think or not? Like,
right. You want to kill all them kids.
No, I couldn't. Why couldn't I do Shandwella? It was something else about Shandwella.
Shandwella.
It was like the names. Remember, I talk about her name and stuff. It was just I'm not moral, Jackie. Listen, I'm gonna try to write some AGT jokes right now. It gotta be stuff like this. Yeah. So when I bought this curtain, do y'all like this curtain? Yeah, we like this curtain. Oh my God, when I was down buying this curtain, I couldn't even add up how many inches the curtain was because I didn't zoom.
Boom.
Like, I can't do that.
If it don't make you laugh, it's not gonna make the
Jackie laugh. Jackie. I was like,
you were like, why, you guys? You realize that you're cutting away everything, and I'm not cursing at all.
And the thing is, the thing about comedy is that people love to relate either with the fact that you said something that they are too afraid to say, but they're thinking it. Mm-hmm. Or that you're bringing truth to something that people tend to ignore, right? Mm-hmm. None of that is, hey, I bought a carton of milk today and I told the cashier hello and she said hi back. Like, how do you, like, what is happening? happening in here? Like, I don't know.
You know what? I've been told that I've been told you shouldn't try to kill. Like, I'm trying to write a set for late night, and I realize that I'm trying too hard. Like, I'm trying to hit, give him, and
no,
like, Jackie, just write about you went to the dentist, and blah blah blah. Don't try and don't try and hit so that you're trying to. I write where I'm like, this is gonna make them die. That's too much stuff.
Right. Yeah, you can't do it on late night. No. And my late night set came back all chopped up too. Can't say this. My submission? Oh my God, can't say this, can't say that. And I'm clean. I don't cuss at all.
Wow.
But I guess I'm technically dirtier than everybody.
But it's a couple of male comics out there. I mean, it was one in particular, a friend of mine. I'm not gonna say his name, but he clean, but he dropped about 511 N-words. And I'm like, how you clean?
Oh, I know what that is.
It just don't sound right. You clean, but you just said the N-word.
I've always been like, you clean, but you say the N-word more than most of
them.
More
than, freaking Kevin Tate and all of them. Like, what?
It sound dirty as hell. That don't sound dirty.
That's his outlet, though. I guess he can't cuss, so he's like, well, instead of cussing,
that's the edge. That's his edge.
And actually, there's two comics who don't cuss that I know of. We all know, but they N-word heavy, but they don't cuss at all.
Yeah.
I can be. I'm not even comfortable saying the N-word on stage.
I'd rather talk about taking a shit than.
I just don't like. Cause y'all, honestly, let's because this is relatable with Jackie Fabulous, so I can really speak my truth. I don't like talking down about Black people in front of a mixed audience.
Oh yeah,
I don't like that, and I get so uncomfortable when the comics before me do that, and they're like, Black people do this, and Black people, and it's always Black people the butt of the joke.
Oh, I don't do those.
Or when they come out on stage and they acknowledge all the people in the audience. I'm like, who are white? I'm like, just do your set.
Right.
Yeah.
Where your jokes at?
White people, and the people in the audience who are white, they're like, we want to hear jokes. Why is he focused on us?
Yeah.
Just do your job.
I just don't like that. Like, if they're in an all Black crowd, I'm okay. I let it slide. But if it's mixed, I'm like, really? Yeah. So it does. I think
who shows coming out before we get out of here? What's going on? Angel, where's your next show?
My next show, I'll be in Tacoma at Nate Jackson's super funny comedy club.
His new club. Nice.
I'll be there with Tommy Davidson.
Cool.
Nice.
Yes, he's headlining April 1st through the 3rd. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, through the 3rd.
Does Nate host it when y'all do it? Is Nate hosting?
No, this is my first time going, so I'll see. I'm assuming so. Yeah, I'm assuming so, but I'm excited because this will be my first official show since pandemic.
When I did Russell Peters at the Improv, and it was my first live show since the pandemic, and I got on stage and I was screaming, and I was just so hyped up and nervous and excited. And I had to, while I was talking, I had to tell myself, calm down.
Right.
I had to tell my head, I'm like, Jackie, I know that you're happy to be up here, but you're yelling in the microphone, and you're nervous. I can feel my hand shaking. So it took like half the set to be like, you've done this before. So that's what it felt like, because I was just like, and the audience is so like, we're so happy to be here.
Yes.
Can't wait. And they're looking at you and you're like, they don't come there for rust. You can be rusty, but if they can tell, you fucking up. You know what I mean? So they don't pay to see it. They don't care you've been in your pajamas for 6 weeks, 6 months.
That's why I don't understand it.
Where was that?
What?
Jackie, was that in Florida? Where was that?
That was Florida. Was that Florida?
Atlanta?
Tampa. It was Tampa, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Over there. Yeah.
Oh, the Tampa Improv. That's nice.
And they were ready. So where's your next show, Courtney?
I don't have one. Sterling Underwood Radio tomorrow morning.
So you still working? You're still
working. That's the show.
Yes. Sterling Underwood Radio, child. 7 days a week.
Wow. What are the hours?
Yeah. So, we have the daily show, Sterling Underwood Radio, Monday through Friday, and then I record early in the morning, 4 a.m, and then we have 3 weekend shows. Huh?
You record at 4 your time?
It's early. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I record 4 a.m. Up at 3:30, hit the snooze a couple of times. You know what I mean?
Oh God,
it's rough. But yeah, so then on Fridays we have Auntie Cheryl's house party, which is our hip hop show. Saturdays is late night cupcaking, which is our, love quiet storm show. And then Sundays we have spiritual nourishment, the best Bible study on radio.
You don't post it enough to have people tune in. You got to post that link and stuff more often.
Okay, I'll do that. I have a clip up. I'm gonna start doing some more clips. But yeah, you're right.
You on the radio every day. You should be telling people every day, here, this is where you can find me.
Well, it's funny you said
it about this Sharon Osbourne thing. What's Cheryl saying?
Y'all trying to get the scoop. Well, we also have a podcast. So we started the podcast like last July or last June, and we take all those shows, plus we do a conversation. So I interviewed her for that Sharon Osbourne stuff, child. Yeah. So
wow.
Is it on the podcast?
It's on the podcast. Y'all gotta check out the podcast. It was a 2-day special. I really get into it on the second day last week. So it's
look at Courtney dropping her teaser.
How you doing?
Go check it out.
Because the talk has been on hiatus. They keep going back. They keep saying the break's going to be extended. I'm like, ooh, what's going on over there?
Yeah. This investigation is going on. It's going on.
How much you got to investigate somebody just ignorant?
I think it sounds like they got to work out that money. They know what Sharon been doing. They already know. It's basically, how can we settle this and knock it down, or we not paying Sharon $50 million? It take time. So because ain't no way Sharon been on this show that long and been talking like this and don't nobody know what's been happening.
Right.
They knew the whole time. It's the money.
And y'all saw what she's been saying to other people on the show. What she said to Julie Chang when she was there, and to Sarah.
Fill me in. What'd she say?
Sarah Gilbert, who used to be there, who's gay.
It's her show.
Yeah, Sarah's created the show, EP of the show. Mm-hmm. She called Sarah at one point, I think it was a pussy licker or something.
What?
And Julie Chen, whatever her name, the one who used to be the head of the show, the head host, slanted eyes, something derogatory, and
slanty eyes and something else.
So that anyone who says that's their pattern. That's who they are,
Wow.
And now she's picking up for Piers Morgan. It's like, bitch, you need to go. You bad for the brand. You know what I mean?
One thing about it, those bigots, boy, they got loyalty to each other like a mofo.
And she used to call Holly Robinson Pete and Leah Remini ghetto because they're when they were there. So allegedly she's been out of pocket for
a long time.
So that was season 1.
That was season 1.
Now we got to see what she got. Wow.
She opened on 20-something, a long ass time. And that was season
11
1.
years, I think.
That's y'all investigation. They know what she been doing.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait till my tweets and old Instagram posts and videos and shows get investigated because I don't know what I've said in the past.
All of us, Angel girl. I'm gonna start telling them myself because
when I did AGT, Angel, I hired my girlfriend to go through all my social media.
Well, can you give me her number, please? I just want to get a jump on it. What you say, Ty?
I'm tired now.
You can't do nothing, Ty.
Listen, you can't do nothing anymore.
I said what I said, and I may feel differently today. What y'all?
Or I may not.
And
what did I say that day? No, I still very much feel that way. I'm not sorry for that. What I say? Okay, I don't want to kill no kids today. I'm sorry. I'm not. Listen, let me go get a job because I don't. I'm gonna just go back to work.
Whenever my girlfriend found anything that was weird, she would text me, and I'd be like, "Ooh,
Jackie, now you."
Oh, Jackie.
You tweet.
Jackie be on 10 on her Twitter.
Not anymore. Not for a while. I'm a good girl
Jackie,
now.
Jackie,
not since
you'll be like, I'm bored in the house. I wish I had 10 dicks to step on. Oops, stepped on 2. Hashtag dick stepper. Hashtag.
But that's not a problem to be on a TV show if you're kind of naughty.
Not today.
Right. Until somebody says they got their dick stepped on, then you go be in trouble.
Jackie Fabulous said she was stepping on dicks in 2007.
2010.
I don't think they don't flag that stuff. They flag when they think you're being racial or
racist
or targeting a group or something.
I got sanctioned or whatever you want to call it for using the hashtag girl power when I was listen, because so
where?
On the girl power was on Facebook. They said it was hate speech.
What? That must have been a mess up.
Wow.
That's a mistake.
Yeah.
Hashtag girl power is the most innocent thing in the world.
In the world.
The little girl.
But white power is allowed.
Wow.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Okay,
now,
it's America.
Ty, that's where I'm probably gonna be in trouble because I don't know what I was doing around the George Floyd time and the Breonna Taylor time.
They can go to hell. Anybody
that
go
stuff,
to hell.
Then just don't hire me, because that's why I was taking the influencer class to like learn about being a social media influencer. It ain't gonna work. My page ain't gonna never be wholesome enough for no product. Unless it's a product about racial injustice, because that's where I speak the loudest. So
I'm probably in trouble because I'll say men ain't shit or men are idiots in a minute, and that's something that probably would flag me.
So you're gonna get flagged.
But would that be a lie? I don't think it would be.
No, it wouldn't be. No, but
well, I'm just excited, ladies, about our glow up to be canceled. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting to be big enough. I want to be big enough to be canceled. Cancel me. I want, because if you getting canceled, you made it.
You made it. That's right.
Okay, I don't want to. Cornelia's yawning and Angel's yawning. Y'all,
I know. I was trying to hide it,
and I'm hungry.
Yeah, because I'm coming out of this.
Okay. That's because I was in her room till 4 a.m. I didn't take a nap today. I had those shows.
I fell asleep in my room.
I can't sleep. I can't do that. I don't know how y'all do that.
They won't let me leave if like they need to see my avatar in there. So I'll just put it and go to mute. And I went to sleep at like 6:30. I woke up at like 7:45 and was like, what y'all doing? All right, go ahead. What y'all was saying?
Listen, I'm one of those weirdos that I have to sleep in complete silence.
Me too. And darkness.
Yes. It can't be no cell phone light flashing. And that's why I said, Lord, I'm glad that I've got clarity that I want a companion in my life and not a husband, because I don't see how anybody can sleep next to something making noise, because it's gonna make noise. I can't do it.
You can steal my bed with me in it.
I couldn't be with somebody who snores, and I've had a lot of
snoring. I have,
and I know that means a lot of men snore, but
I snore.
What? Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
I snore. I be getting them sleep apneas now. I be getting all the dudes with sleep apnea. And that's how like you're cutting grass all night.
All the dudes.
He got the
CPAP.
You got the scuba gear on, and
I thought apnea was when a guy was chubby. All these men.
Oh, they all are.
Got sleep apnea now. What's wrong with them?
I'm gonna knock on wood on that one because I ain't got that yet.
Well, it's nasal issues. There's a lot of things that go, and then alcohol causes a lot of sleep apnea because it relaxes the muscles, and then
but they're surviving, right? They're okay.
When they die, let me know.
But they die. They be dying 700 times a night.
Well, if they die, they don't stay dead. So
not reviving them. Shit,
stay dead.
If they don't get that you can't sleep, they don't understand why you are groggy anymore. I'm like, because you were a wolf.
Yeah.
Like, I listen like you die all night.
Yeah, Ty on her way to,
and then they want to have sex in the morning. You need to get
after off that. After Darth Vader then came, Ty gonna mess around and have her own episode of Snap. Y'all watch. She gonna get off though.
I think I'm done. I think I'm done. No,
she's gonna be on her episode. I'm tired.
I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. I think my last relationship might have been. Oops, we're all out of. Remember those fucks we were talking about? Yeah, I don't give them anymore. I think we're done. I think I might be done. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Can't be done, girl. You still young and vibrant.
You're young as hell.
I didn't say that I wasn't gonna get these cheeks clapped. I just said
I know that's right, man.
We didn't say anything about that.
I was waiting for you to say, these yams can still go to the right.
I was gonna get these yams is getting smashed, but
okay.
but nah, I think I'm done.
Hilarious.
You know what made me kind of mad last night? Snuggles and I were talking, and I said,
all over talking.
Like, Jackie, that's big for you. That's big for you. A conversation.
We talk all the time. And I mentioned something, and I'm like, well, how about you and I just, we don't be serious, and we just be I come over every now and then. When I tell you he shut down, he was just like, I was like, why was that a trigger for him to get so angry? So a lot of guys don't want to hear us living.
Because you tried to break up with him in his mind.
No, he like, well, who else you want to fuck with then?
That's you tried to break up with him.
You fucking somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They all think. I'm like, first of all, as much as I love men, they are the most annoying. Why would I want to juggle more than one? I used to be able to do that. Right. I don't have the interest because they're not interesting enough to have
more than what?
More than one. They think they're fascinating. We all know they're not. Is it just me?
Well, I think it's because, I just not relating right now because you got somebody that you're seeing on a lot. Like you it's a lot. Like, like how I have like time apart between. It's more like a
no, we're naked.
Hey, how have you been? Once a week?
Once the weekend. I don't see him during the week. I love being by myself and have my own space.
Yeah, but during the weekend, that's 3 days.
Not the whole 3. Not me. I try to make it where I'm like, I go to Saturday night and I'm gone by Monday morning. That's enough.
That's nice.
That's a long time.
That's
not long, Angel.
That's a weekend.
Y'all are so
a long time.
Commitment phobes. You're like, that's a long time.
Exercises.
Jackie, you know how many meals that is? That's 8 meals. That's too long.
8 meals.
I'm not gonna eat 8 meals with somebody.
But you know why it's so long? Ain't got no shows.
Right.
You just because you got time.
When these shows pick up, I'm like, dude, I might see you Tuesday. I can't even promise you that.
And see, this is what the problem is. We're married to our careers, ladies. I don't know if y'all want to admit it, but
I'm happy that way.
And even that nigga ain't shit sometimes. So
listen,
okay.
The rejection. Let's talk about that. I ain't cute enough. Yes.
I'm tired.
And speaking of that,
Jackie, only time will tell. He'll see once you really get back out here, and then Jackie Fabulous really show back up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll
we
see.
keep saying that because he hasn't even seen it.
I saw a sense of it. I saw a sense of it a few weeks ago where I was at the Cellar for a real show, dressed up, and I called him like, "Can I come by after?" And he had attitude in his voice, like, "All right," like like. He didn't get mad at me, but I could tell his tone was like, "Come after." I'm like, "Yes, because you ain't the main."
Like I got
the mic is the main.
The stage is this main. My
stage is
main
the
man. Right.
But you don't realize if I come see you after I've had a fun night, you're gonna have a fun night.
You're gonna have a fun night.
They don't understand that yet.
They don't understand that yet.
No.
You be on your high. You like, I gotta come. It's gonna take me a minute before I come down, baby. Ride this high with me.
That's why y'all got to go ahead and be planning y'all what is it called? Exotic massages. Y'all don't have those planned at the shows?
Exotic massages.
I don't be having no plans, girl.
You ain't got no time for no exotic massages.
Right. What, Jackie, what do you mean?
No. After.
Yes, after the show?
No, after the yams.
I'm talking about
after the yams.
I'm talking about the pre-planning. I'm talking no. I'm talking about y'all ever seen King Midas on Instagram?
Who's this now?
The guy who gives those exotic massages on the table and he hold the girl up and then y'all don't go get those?
No.
I don't like nobody touching me. I don't know like that.
That's too. She's a stranger. Okay. That's too much.
Yeah, it's too strangery.
Oh, okay.
A regular massage from a man I could take, but not he's damn near fingering his clients. He's close. Ty, he's
need to
close.
Be my man.
To have a hand slip behind.
Listen, don't fuck around with it, sir. If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't have my booty tooted up in the air. And
First of all, they don't even go that far. They know how to go far enough to be far.
No,
but they go far enough to not be a regular masseuse.
Then I'll be like, you know what? Turn the camera off, put the money away. Then we really gonna do it then.
No, I don't like that. If I don't have nobody, then I'm all worked up for nothing. Yes, I can't even go home.
You can relax.
I'm all wound up now, and I need to get some eggplant.
I wouldn't do it.
You know, maybe that's what I need to book a massage. Maybe that's what I need.
I do need a massage.
You got to get touched, Ty.
Oh, I get touched by myself. I touch myself.
But no, you know what they do? I had a roommate, a really good looking black guy roommate a couple of years ago. Like we lived together for a year. No hanky panky. When I see his pictures now, I don't know what in the name of God gave me self-control.
Oh, you told me.
But we were just friends for a year. But afterwards, he told me that him and his boy had like a hustle, and it was a massage hustle. Mm-hmm. But then he was kind of like, but you know, if you want something besides, that's between you and so that's what he was selling. And they're out there though. It's a business. A lot of dudes out there.
It is a business. It's a nice business.
But was he actually a masseuse, or was he just a dude with some lotion and a little bit of coconut oil?
No,
I can't stand them.
Cornelia, they set up candles and like get the
music.
If you want music, but usually it's at your house, so you
that be like rubbing.
Huh?
Is he trained? Like, has he went to any school for massage therapy?
Because I can't stand a dude always talking about, let me give you a massage. Nigga, where's your certificate? I need you to have it somewhere.
First of all,
I don't need you rubbing no stranger.
And do you own a massage table?
This is erotic massage, so I don't need to see his degree to know every muscle and
I got real kinks. I got real kinks and shit.
All I need you to know, I need you to know how to listen to an R&B album and get into rhythm, sir. That's all you.
I have never had a man massage the butt cheek area without closing the deal. How is that possible?
What, Jackie? It's just rubbing your body down and having self-care.
I said butt. I said ass.
Your butt, your breast. It's the whole nine with his erotic.
No.
And you're not gonna fuck him? What's the point?
What's
the point?
Massaging.
That's because that be them side hustle ass massage therapists. Now, if you go to Bliss, they ain't rubbing on your butt. They giving you get right here, sir. I need you to get up in here.
You feel good as shit. That's where I go.
In most places, they have to ask you. They have to ask you to do the butt, the actual ass. They can't just go right into the booty. They got a top and beneath it, and then ask you permission to massage your actual butt.
That's why I got a lot of ass. Look up erotic massages. People in the comments, please comment if y'all have ever had an erotic massage.
And when the erotic massage is over, you just pay him and he leaves?
Yes.
And nothing.
It sounds like he leave and he give you some chicken or something when he walking out. Like, here you go. Chicken. Like, he give you a chicken, two piece and a biscuit. That's what it sounds like.
I'm so over y'all. I'm so with the he used his greasy hands from the chicken to rub me down. Cornelia, you
probably hungry.
Listen, when I save up enough money, I'm going to King Midas. The one on Instagram.
How much does he cost?
He costs a lot because you gotta fly him to you, or or in the city that he's in.
We having sex, sir. If I'm doing all that shit, I'm sorry, we are having sex,
sir.
King Midas, if somebody tags you in this, I'm a fan.
Imagine you have this dude massaging you, and he has his hand, and you're just spread. You might as well be like, you know what, sir? You might as well just go ahead. Like I would just turn around and be like,
Jackie, you're in your masculine energy right now.
That's when you do nonverbal communication. That's when you do nonverbal communication.
Look at Courtney.
Look. You don't know that pose, sir? I'm sorry. You need me to get over to.
Let me lay in the fetal position so you can get the right.
Courtney gonna catch a case. We gonna get a GoFundMe for her. She gonna catch a case.
Every woman knows the way you can contort your body that gives the guy the signal.
Ladies,
to enter.
It is already an understanding. You're on a massage table. It is not like that.
It seems
just
like
too much playing with my feelings, Angel. I just can't do it.
This sounds like toxic femininity. I think that's what this is.
I like that, Ty.
Ty, to get rubbed down, it feels so good. It's so relaxing, ladies.
Angel,
I'm telling you.
Do you have an orgasm, Angel?
No.
I'm fucking these guys. She bullshitting.
That's what I think.
She bullshitting. I don't believe nothing she's saying. She fucking each one of these dudes.
Jackie.
Popping off, Jackie. I believe.
Okay, something's popping off for sure. Who is happy with a bullshit massage? There's no way.
And then he leaves. You're like,
ain't no massage made me this happy in life.
Listen, it may or may not have happened. It may or may not have happened. But the point is,
she's like, I will neither confirm.
No, because I don't want nobody coming out tomorrow.
They be like,
and then y'all gonna be
Derek Jackson, your ass. I don't want to get Derek Jackson.
Exactly. So I'm not Derek Jackson, y'all. All I'm saying is, look, I gotta speak in third person. Angel gays sometimes get erotic massages.
Your DM gonna be flooded.
And over time, if we decide to date, then
you like to give yourself stress. Who is putting themselves through this kind of stress?
I had somebody posted in the chat. Caitlin posted in the chat. His ad is "I am Black Steel." He sound like this gonna be all bad, y'all. Black Steel. No. Angel, you want Black Steel?
Listen, when I
the door naked, he come to my house.
Oh my God, y'all got me crying.
Okay, I need to just go to a regular old Jonathan for the massage.
Listen,
I don't need to go to I am Black.
Regular old Jonathan.
I will go to Ming Lee at Wuhan Surprise and keep it.
Hey,
simple.
Jackie, you can't say that anymore.
What?
Oh you can't.
Asian people
just say
massage pop. I swear that's all I've gone to. I've only had look at Ty.
She tired.
My masseuses have been Asian women by chance.
Oh my God.
I went to
I had one big Amazon lady one
Why
time.
would y'all not go to an attractive black man rubbing you down with muscles and shirt off?
I had a circumstance where I've had one black guy that I did not know at a massage spa. And I butt naked, but when I went to go to the counter to pay and to leave, he asked me out. And I wasn't flattered. I was uncomfortable. It made me feel dirty.
You just saw my body. I
was like, so you all up in there thinking, when this is over, I'm gonna actually go to see a movie.
Look, and this is me. What time?
Feel like you're trying to go to the fair?
Not what time.
In town.
What we trying to see?
You give me the credit card thing to sign. Like, so you live nearby? I'm like, ew.
Y'all tripping. Those are fun. Y'all tripping.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie though. He wasn't cute. That's probably why I was kind of like.
That's why, Jackie. Now you get real. Jackie tried to get
car
fake.
Accident years ago, and then I had to go to the physical therapy.
And
so it was a cute boy who was doing the massages, but when you like, it was a regular, clinical whatever massage. He had a boner. His boner touched my arm.
No.
I've
had men get boners cutting my hair.
Really?
You never had a hairstylist get a boner on you?
No, Jackie.
I have.
I have girls. I never had a guy. Oh yeah, I had a guy.
I go to a barber, but they don't be all up on my shoulder like that. Get off my shoulder.
Right.
Like, just give me the fade. I just need the fade.
My face is everything for me right now.
Just throw them on my shoulder.
Right, like, sir, just give me the line up in the back, faded light up in the back, give me the low fade on the side.
I don't understand.
Dick right here on my cheek. I don't use the dick.
Jackie, first of all, you need to start going to shops and stop doing it in the kitchen where they have to be all up on you.
No, this was years ago in a professional shop in Manhattan, and I don't think he could help it. I think he is a straight hairstylist. And he's just
they can't help
he needs to help it.
He can't help it.
He needs to wear tidy whities so that he can strap it down.
Matter. Some men get hard all day. And
all
they can't
day,
help it.
Angel.
And they gotta hide it and cover it. Some men can't control it. They really can't control it.
All I'm saying is control it touching me, Jackie.
No.
controlling touching me.
It's getting hard, but why is it right here?
I don't need it on my shoulder.
Sir, I just want to trim. Why you put that?
Why you sir? Just cut the fat, just fade it up on the side. Like what is?
And when you finish, go to the back and handle your business.
This man trying to vaccinate my arm. Like, what is he poking me for?
I have a couple of dicks on my shoulder. Now that I think about it, because you're desensitized, because they weren't trying, they didn't do anything. You just
Jackie, that is a comedy special title that is the best. I will watch all of it.
But y'all realize that there are a lot of men out there who are perverts, and they just get away with it their whole life.
Yes,
that's true. That's very true. Because in Cabo, I was like, I'll never go again on that little boat ride because those men were touching. You know how they're supposed to be helping us off the girl. We got groped up, and my thing was, I was like, listen. I don't know the police in Spanish. I don't know.
What, helping you on the boat or what?
So you know how like you get onto the dock and there's like these steps or whatever, and so they're helping you onto and off the boat, and it's a line of them, and you just getting grope. I've
been to a nightclub on the dance floor. I had one guy grab my butt cheek, and it was dark, and I turned around. Couldn't tell who did it because of course they all turned away and
right.
I turned around like with a glass in my hand ready to fight a grown man, and they were looking at me like
you crazy. What?
You crazy. Why would we do that? And I felt the full butt cheek grab. So it's just a part of the perverted life that we live in.
It is. I mean, I don't even know what we can do. I really don't. I mean, we have more rights here in America, but I'm just saying when you go abroad, it's a whole different ballgame.
You know, I've had well over 10 men start masturbating in front of me in public.
That you don't know?
On the subway?
Huh?
On the subway?
In the drugstore. Mostly the subway. Drugstore. One guy was on a park bench. He had on those little dolphin shorts, and he let it hang out. And I didn't know. I had on my sunglasses. And usually when you see it, you don't believe it because you're so in shock, and you kind of turn away, look around, pray, and then you look back, you're like, he's jerking off. You'll notice it when he's, and usually when you notice it, they're pretty much finished.
Wow,
creepy.
It's happened to me in New York subway. It's just this perverts. They're everywhere, and we just have to be aware. Ladies, just be aware. All right,
that's right.
I'm gonna close on Angel being groped up in Mexico.
Wait, didn't we have to go to Ty and Cornelia what they were doing?
Dating wise? Well, Ty's done.
Shows.
Oh, shows.
Oh,
Ty,
shows.
How was your last show, Ty? How was your show when you had it here? Was it fun? No, you had a show. You did Keep Your Distance, but then you had another show that was live a few weeks ago. Where was that?
Oh, yeah. I did. I was in Virginia. That went well. And I was here in Baltimore. I closed for the first time in like over a year. And I was like,
I saw that post. How was that?
Comedy
I was like, oh shit, my body, I'm out of shape for this. And all I did was 30 minutes. I was like, this is exhausting.
It's tiring. It's tiring.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, what? I can't do 30 minutes. It's going to be rough.
Yeah.
I have stopped during long sets now to ask for water because I'm like, this is tiring.
Yeah,
can I get a bottle?
Yeah.
I was. I'm rusty, so I need to. But I'm going back to work, so we'll figure it out. I've got a Zoom show this Sunday, the 28th, with Paris Sachet and Just Niche. Looking forward to that. Actually,
that'll be fun.
April 1st, I'm home, here in downtown Baltimore. April 3rd, I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in Chicago sometime in April, but I'm not. The date isn't certain. I'll be in LA at the end of April, and then Utah and Washington in May.
You got that was a long list. You got a full tour schedule, ho.
Whoa.
Coming out of COVID. COVID tour.
She's coming out of COVID hard.
Okay.
I'm coming out tired.
But ready
I'm gonna
to
do
go.
my best.
Cornelia, Miss Asphalt, Magic Castle Queen. Where's your next show?
That's what I'm gonna be.
You host all the shows?
just Saturday, the late show. And now they stopped the Friday show. I don't know why. So it's just the 2 Saturday shows, like the early show and then the late show. So I'm hosting the late show. Magic Castle parking lot. If you guys are in LA watching, just come out. Come out. It's a good show. It's a good time.
It's a fun show. I had fun. I want to do it again. I know I can notice now from the post that everybody want to do the show now.
Yeah, no, the list to get on is long.
Yeah, at first they were like, I ain't doing that shit. Now they're like, so how you get on?
And the people sit in their cars, Cornelia, and watch the show.
Yeah, they sit in the car now. I think you can hear it on the radio station, and then they give out like clappers so you can like laugh, but then clap those little things out the window.
They can hear you.
Everybody they book is funny, so everyone in that car, they're going home satisfied.
Yeah,
they're getting anywhere from Bill Burr to a newbie, but everyone is good, so they're getting a good show. All right, ladies, thank you so much. I love her way.
Love you, ladies.
Thanks for having me.
It's so fast. Thank you, Ty. You fit right in because you were sister with us. And,
thanks, guys.
And I'm either gonna go to bed or see what's on Clubhouse because I'm wired.
Hey. Okay, and good night, Snuggle Nuts.
He's not around.
Bye, Ty, Cornelia, Angel, Jackie. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.